Great morning, great morning, great morning. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Where my people at? Come on in. Oh, there we go. Great morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all come on in, come on in. Super excited for today. Let me know who's here. Let me know who's here. Y'all go ahead and share, share, share. Come on in. We're going to get started in just a minute. I can't share because I don't have my charger. Hey, Christina, what's up, superstar? What's up? What's up? Hey, baby. How are you, boo? Oh, there's my charger. Good to see y'all this morning. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Dr. Bits. What's going on? Gorgeous. Hey, my baby. I'm going to grab this charger, y'all, so hold on. Good morning, good morning, good morning, y'all. Hey, Jason, how you doing, man of God? Good to see you, good to see you. Oh, my goodness. All right, all right, all right. Listen. It's the first day of the month of December. December, which God has already declared is a month of destiny driven or destiny delayed. The choice is yours. Destiny driven month or destiny delayed. The choice is yours. God gives us choice. This is the thing I love about God is God is not, he doesn't force us. He doesn't force us. He doesn't make us. He gives us the opportunity and lets us make a what? Choice. Okay. So this morning, I said, God, what is we doing this morning? What are we talking about? And he said, it's time to grow. Y'all, look, the version of you that currently exists is not the version of you that will get you to your destiny. Let me say that again. The version of you that currently exists is not the version of you that will get you to your destiny. With that said, before we go any further, let us get our alive. This the end on this one. This gonna be one shot, maybe not quite. Okay. So listen, if you don't have a live, if you don't have a live, get you some Alive. You guys, the benefits of this product is beyond words. The changes that people have seen in their health and in their moods, in their blood sugar levels, blood pressure. And I'm not saying that it cures those things, but it may help balance those things out, right? Give you that added support that you need. I'm trying to get this off center. The added support that you need in order to really begin to take control of your health and take your life back. God desires that we might have life and life more abundant, but we can't do it with bad health. All right. So listen, y'all know what we do. It's time. Whether you get the big bottle or the shot. Y'all ready? Shot, 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 shot. Everybody shake, shake, shake. Hey, shake the devil off. Shake, shake, shake. Shake the devil off. Hey, 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 hey. Shake, shake, shake. Shake the devil off. Everybody shake him off. Everybody shake him off. All right, we done shook the devil off. Hey, Lakeisha, good to see you, gorgeous. I'm calling you today, boo. All right, listen, we shake it up, pour it up, and drink it up. Yeah, it was just enough to feel this. Just enough, just enough, just enough, just enough. Here's to growing. Cheers. My God. My God, my God, my God. Y'all, that was good. That was real good. Baby, I'm going to go ahead and shake you up and pour you up so that you'll be ready when you get in here. Y'all, listen, today's drive-by is dedicated to everyone who wants to walk into their destiny in this coming year, right? You're not going to get there unless you hear this. The truth of the matter is, we don't be wanting to hear God. We don't want it. We don't be wanting to hear him. We don't want to grow. We want to make excuses for where we are. And in all honesty, we want to stay where we are because it's comfortable. I get it. Let me see what's going on down in there, honey. Woo! Yes, sir. Yes, I was checking it. I'm your cupbearer. I just want to make sure that what you're getting ready to drink is good. It's not going, poison you or anything. That's all. Hey, my gorgeous sister. So let me do this. As I talk about it's time to grow. Look, let me shout out my amazing team and how they stretched themselves and grew over the past month to prepare them for this month. So I got to make sure I write people's names down so I don't forget because, I be trying to count and I may miss someone. So congratulations, Apostle Tammy Robinson, my girlfriend, the Lady Apostle, on joining the 500 Club and hitting the rank of team consultant. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, yeah. Hey, April. Tim, baby, I saw it was under my purse. Jason said, "Great morning."
Great morning, Jason.
Great. Okay. Apostle Tammy Robinson. Next up. Gart, Terry, and Jacqueline Jefferson for joining the 500 Club. Listen, and hitting the rank of team consultant. Hey, 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 everybody. Listen, so that's two, right? Next, the Right Reverend Prophet, John Michael Massey. Congratulations on joining the 500 Club and hitting the rank of team consultant. Hey, 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 everybody. Listen. Now, we're going to keep it in the family. Keep it in the family. So, earlier in the month, Stacy Massey and her daughter Jada B joined the 500 Club. They joined the 500 Club. Let me give them an A. A. But they didn't stop there. Because partnership matters. And that John Michael Massey came in like a thundercat. They not only joined the 500 Club, but they joined the 1,000 Club this month. Hey. Boom, shakalaka, blaka, boom. Okay, then, wait a minute, because I don't want to miss nobody. David Whitfield returned to the 500 Club this month. Hey. He repeated it. Everybody. Also, Dr. Crystal Pugh. Dr. Crystal Pugh is a returning member of the 500 Club. Hey. Congratulations. Then, listen, this one right here, I'm not gonna lie. This one hit differently. Christina Dowling. I see my face. Well, God. Now, Christina, we celebrate, girl. I don't care what goes. I don't care if you act up. And I don't. We celebrate you. Congratulations, Christina, on getting into 500. Yes. Hey. Everybody may not like much to you. You may be saying about it, all of that. This is what it is. They made a decision and they went to work. Y'all, hold on. Let me disconnect from the Wi-Fi because it's acting up. Okay. They made a decision and they went to work and got it done. Now, listen, let me say this. What it took to get each of them where they are now, it's going to take more. for them to return, and for them to increase. So, when God was talking to me about growing, right? One of our amazing team members always says, let's grow. That's Pastor Tori and Scott. He always says, let's grow. And congratulations to him and his wife on hitting the rank of lead consultant, new lead consultant, and joining the 500 club. Hey, 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 hey. Also on our team, Lakeisha Likely hit the 500 club as a returning member. Hey, 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 hey. Listen, we're growing and we're doing a lot. Now listen, April said, congratulations, everyone. Hey, April. Jackie said, we came to win. Go team, don't stop. Get it, get it. Yes, that part. Yes, Christina said, congratulations, everyone. Listen, I think this was one of the most pivotal moments in the month for me. I called Christina and I said, listen, do you want to do this? Do you want to do this? Because if so, I got the play. I'm going to tell you how we're going to do it, right? She said, yeah. She said, yeah, Dr. B. I said, think about it because I want you to really understand. She said, yeah, I'm in. She had made some moves, and the moves she made were good moves, but they weren't necessarily the moves that were going to get her there. And I had to say, hey, listen, this is what you need. Do you still want to do this? And she said she was at the point where she wanted to quit. She was at the point where she was ready to give up. She was at the point where she was going to be like, I'll just wait and I'll try it again next month. She said she looked down at her grandbaby because if you ever on a Zoom with us, she's always holding the grandbaby. She said she looked down at the grandbaby and she said, no, I can't quit. I got to go. I got to go for it. I got to do it. And that's what she did. That's what she did. She went all in. She made it happen. We were up. I was like this. But I would not stop until she accomplished her goal. It stretched her. But I saw something happen last night, and I don't know if she realizes it. I watched her daughter get really excited. I watched her daughter really help her, support her, show her how to do things, be involved. Something clicked last night for her daughter. And one of the things that you've got to understand is that when God is trying to change a family, when God is trying to change a family, he's going to start with one. That one is the impetus for everybody else. And it doesn't mean everybody is going to do what you're doing, but you do know that most of you on here are the one. You're the one in your family that's called to. You're the one in in your family that is going to be the one to really break through. You're the one. Now, you may not like being the one and you may not want to be the one, but you are. And as the one, there are certain responsibilities that you have. See, Christina could have stopped. She could have quit. She could have given up at any point. She didn't. She saw something bigger than her. And see, I think sometimes our why isn't big enough. If our why is big enough, it'll allow us to press through and push through the things that would normally stop us. And that's what she did. She pushed through, she pressed through the things that would normally stop her, and she got it done. She made it happen. And we're so proud of her. We're proud of you, Christina. I believe that she's key to what's going to happen in my hometown. I believe that she's key to the lives that we're going to be able to impact at my hometown, in my home state. I believe that she's key because somebody got to be the one to go first. Somebody got to be the one to be the example. Somebody got to be the one that other people can look at and say, dog, what happened? Like, they changed. That one That one, somebody got to be the one. Because if nobody's willing to be the one, everybody will find themselves staying the same. Yes, brother, let's grow. Okay. So God said it's time to grow. All of us. This is not a word directed at one person. This is a word directed at all of us. If we're going to see the destiny driven December that God has called us to, like this is a December of great destiny moves, but we're not going to see them if we do not grow. And I'm going to tell y'all something. We good at looking like growth. We're good at faking growth. We're good at knowing all the right answers, all the right things to say. We know how to do that. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about another level of growth. I'm talking about deeper growth. And all of us, every single one of us, are going to have to do it. Christina said, thank you so much. I'm sitting in my office with a big crybaby this morning. I appreciate everything that you all have done for me and mine. One thing about us, like we roll together. Like we're going to support each other. We're going to do what we can to help each other. Like that's what we do. Look, that's what we do for real, for real. It's not just something that we say, it's what we do. So let's go on and get started with how we grow. You're so welcome, Christina. We love you. How do we grow? How do we grow? How do we grow? Dr. V, what do you mean it's time to grow? I've grown. I've changed this. I've changed that. I've changed this. I've changed that. I've grown. Well, guess what? We've got more growing to do, right? When God is calling us to grow, like there is a process in our growth. And let me tell you what that process is. Let me get over here so I can. The first thing that we've got to do to grow is be grateful. Be grateful for where we are. Be grateful for every experience. Be grateful for God's love, His grace, His mercy. We have to be grateful. We have to learn how to operate from a place of gratitude, knowing it's already done and being grateful for what's already done. It's not that we're striving. It's not that we're trying to make it happen. It's that we're grateful because it's already done in heaven and all we're doing is pulling it down into the natural. We're literally moving heaven and spirit into the natural. We're pulling it down so that we can fully experience it and it can be seen in the earth. That's what manifestation is. It's pulling down what's done in heaven and bringing it into the physical manifestation, the physical reality, the physical realm. There's a thin line between the spiritual and the physical. And listen, we're reaching up into heaven. You got to reach, though. You can't get it if you don't reach. We're reaching up into heaven, grabbing what God has already done for us, and we're pulling it down as a natural manifestation in the spirit, in the physical. We got to be grateful. It's already done. It's done. But you got to operate from a place of gratitude, where you know it's done, it's finished. Listen, so we got this savings book, right? And it's how to save $5,050 in 100 days. So we got this savings book, and each day you put an amount of money in there. So there are 100 slots. So each day you fill one of those slots. It can be 1, 2, 3, 20, 50, 90, 100. It can be any of those, but you're going to fill each of the slots. You're going to fill a slot each day. Now, my husband, he want to break it down. Oh, that's $55. That's not what the people said. That's not what we're doing. What we're doing is wherever we starting, we're going to put that in there, right? We're going to put that, right? So you got to understand that gratitude for it being done. When I look at the book, I see it done. I see us in 100 days having two $5,050 in 100 days. That's what, 3 months? That can be our trip money, baby. That can be our trip money. Hold on, let me put it on Do Not Disturb. Let's see. December, January, February. Oh, we're going to be going into March. Oh, yeah, we'll have money for our trip in April. Ooh, yes. So, but I see the book as full. I see it as already done. Is the money already in the slots? It's not, but I see it done. And because I see it done, I'm so happy and grateful that we got this $5,050 two times, double up, 2 times. I'm so happy and grateful for that. Now it's just a matter of seeing it move from in the spirit where it's already done to in the natural. See, we want to focus only on what we currently see. By only focusing on what you currently see, you guarantee that you're going to stay stuck right in the physical as it currently exists, right? Because your mind is going to be about what's going on right now. And our need to control stuff will have us stuck like Chuck and really like with going around and around. Round and round I go. That's what we'll be doing. We'll go round and round. We trigger our saboteurs. Our saboteurs get to working and they work against us. Listen, you better see us, Charla. So understand that what God has for you is already done in the spirit. It's already there. And all we're doing is pulling it into the physical manifestation in the natural. In order to do that, we must do it from a place of gratitude. We cannot do it from any other place. We can't do it from a place of desperation. We can't do it from a place of anger. We can't do it from a place of resentment. We can't do it from any other place but a place of gratitude. I am so happy and grateful that God has done what he's done in our life. And he did it by us helping other people. And I need you to get that, right? So often we want to decide who needs help. We want to decide who needs what it is that we have to offer. We want to decide, but God knows. So look, I see it done. I'm operating from a place of gratitude. I know something shifted in our marriage when I began to shift my focus. Listen, it's easy to see the things that your significant other, that your partner, that your friend, that whoever do that are that may get on your nerves or may agitate you because it's not the way you would do it. It's easy to focus on that. But focusing on that means that you end up responding to them like that. So you got to know that you got to operate from a place of gratitude. And I begin to focus on what I know God said about our marriage and who we are. And I begin to focus on that. And I begin to let that be my focus. Now, would I slip? Absolutely, most definitely, most certainly. I would slip. I would have days when I would fall all the way off and all the way back and be like, I know. It's a part of the growth process. See, when you're growing, you're going to have times when like you're really on it and it's really going well. And you're going to have times when you just slip off the bandwagon, you fall off the bandwagon and you got to get back up again. We fall down, but we get up. You got to get back up. You can't afford to stay down. You can't afford to stay there. Okay. So you got to operate from a place of gratitude and being grateful. You got to have a grateful heart, right? Your grateful heart. I'm so grateful. Like for real, I'm so grateful for how God has moved and allowed us to help people. I'm so grateful for what that looks like and how that has shown up in our life. I'm so grateful for that. Now, you know the next letter is R. You got to be real. Now I'm going to say something that may hurt y'all's feelings, but it's the truth. Sometimes we think we're being real and we ain't. Sometimes we think we're being real and we're not being real. We're not being real with ourselves. We're not being real with others. And we're not being real with God. Listen, I remember the other day when I realized that I low key still had some feelings towards God about me obeying him and doing what he said and it not netting the result that I thought it would net, right? Marrying these men and because he said it, because otherwise I would have waited. Because listen, I already knew who I wanted. I already knew what my husband was going to be, baby. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, he was going to be an apostle in the Lord's church, anointed man of God who was going to prophesy folks' socks off, right? Now, listen, y'all keep watching now. Just keep watching. That's what I'm gonna say. But I married who he said. They had the potential, right? But potential means nothing if you won't be real with yourself. One thing about me, I'm gonna be as real with myself as I can. I believe in introspection. I believe in checking me, checking my heart, checking my motives. I want to know why. Why do I feel like this? Why did this bother me? Why did this disturb me? Why did this agitate my spirit? I want to know why. And I want to know why, just not for the sake of asking why, but because if I can understand why, then I can figure out, what does this mean for me? What is this about for me? Because remember, I told you that stuff that happens is not really about the other person. It's really about you. It's to show you something, right? Now, yeah, it's about them too, and it can show them something too if they choose to see it, but it's about you. You got to be willing to see you. You got to be able to look at all the parts of you, the good and the bad parts of you. I won't say bad, the parts where you need to grow yet. We all have growth areas. We all have hidden areas. The question is, are you going to be real about them? Or when they are revealed to you, are you going to be like, are you going to open yourself up to really see yourself? So, you know, I work with people on their saboteurs. And one of the things that I know is people do, especially sticklers, and I was a stickler. So I'm talking about me too. Like, I was a stickler. I was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Sticklers and pleasers don't want to be honest about the lies that have driven their life. Now, it's because their identity is tied into it. Sticklers, for the stickler's like, no, everything just needs to be in order. Everything just needs to be right. Okay? When the truth of the matter is, you're trying to control things. You're trying to take the order too far. It's order and organization taken too far. You're taking it too far. Like, it disrupts you. Like, you just be like, that's me. That's me. If I walk in my office and the door to the laundry is open, I'm like, oh no, I gotta get up. I gotta close it. If a cabinet is open, if a drawer is open, like, I gotta close it. I gotta close it. I gotta close it. What is that about, right? Well, I know that when that stickler saboteur shows up, and when I first read it, I felt like somebody was just punching me in my gut. Like, wait a minute now, you don't know me. That's not what it is, but it is what it is. We'll hold on to the lie. We'll hold on to the lies that it's rooted in an effort to hold on to our identity. But the truth of the matter is, God is trying to grow us beyond this persona that we've created. We feel like if we can just keep everything a certain way, then we're good, right? If we can just keep everything a certain way in the world, because there's right and wrong, and I know right, and you don't know right, and that ain't right. So you wrong, right? So triggers your judge, the stickler, the judge, all of them work together. And then the pleaser wants to act like that they do everything from the goodness of their heart. And it's a lie from the pit of hell. It's a lie. It's a lie. But those aren't the only lies we tell ourselves, right? Listen, this might be hard for y'all to hear, but I'm telling y'all, I can only say it because something I'm saying, and y'all, and y'all, and y'all, and y'all, and y'all. No. Please understand that I am definitely first partaker of the word that I give, right? I know when God talking to me. I know when God make me say something out my mouth that I'm gonna have to say back to myself. And I'll be like, really, God, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing today. Why, God? Look, you got to be real. You got to be real. You got to be real. That some of the stuff that you do when your pleaser saboteur is in operation is so that you can be liked and loved. Let's be real. Let's be real. Some of the stuff that we do as a hyperachiever is so that we can prove that we're good enough. Let's be real. Let's be real. I have to work really hard not to be operating from the place of hyperachiever. Now, nothing's wrong with achieving. I'm not saying achieving is bad. Achieving is good. Setting goals is good. But your identity and your value cannot be determined by whether you achieve or not. That can't be where your identity comes from. That can't be where your value comes from. Your value is inherent because God created you. You were valuable before God allowed your father to inseminate your mother. You were valuable. when you were just a thought. So it doesn't determine your value. But we got to be real. We got to be real about our fear. We got to be real about our feelings. We got to be real. We got to be real. Why? Real allows us to deal with the deep things of our heart. And it's the failure to deal with the deep that causes us to stumble and prevents us from getting to destiny. You got to be real, right? You got to be honest. And so, but it's real is sometimes uncomfortable, right? Real is sometimes uncomfortable. Like real, I need to get a haircut. That's real. Now, I'm going to try to put some hair over it, but I need a haircut. I need to go get a haircut. I need to get this stuff cut down like I want it. I need to get a haircut. I need to make my way to a barbershop and get it done. Okay? That's the real. That's the real, right? But the perfectionist in me will just do like this so it doesn't look as bad, right? But it don't change the fact that I need a haircut. I need a haircut. Looking for barbers in the Panama City area with openings today. All right. So we got to be real. We got to be real. The next thing is the O in grow. We've got to be obedient. We got to be obedient. We got to be obedient to the Spirit of God. Yesterday, you saw an example of obedience with Corey. When Corey, made the decision to come off of social media for a while so that she can finish some things up and really focus and hone in. Listen, when God tells you to do something, you got to do it. You got to do it. And the failure to do it is going to result in delays. You got to be real. And you got to be obedient. You got to be grateful. You got to be real. And you got to be obedient. Now, look, I'm going to tell y'all this too about obedience. We have fake obedience. Dr. B, what is fake obedience? When you're obedient in certain areas, but you're not obedient in others. But you swear that you're the most obedient person in the world. Because guess what? That was me. Oh, I'm so obedient. When God tells me to do something, I'm going to do it. Well, he just proved that wrong when he talked to me and had a whole conversation about submitting to my husband. Listen, I'm like, God, ain't this other stuff I do enough? And can I submit part of the way? No, you can't. So I've had to learn to not say something, to not say nothing, to let my husband say what he's going to say, and to not say anything and just to marinate on it. Like, I just gotta, I can't say anything. All I can say is yes, baby, or be quiet. That's where I am. Yes, baby, or be quiet. I gotta be quiet. I gotta be quiet before I find myself in disobedience to God. And that doesn't mean I can't express my opinion, but I have to really be careful and make sure that what I'm expressing is not coming from a place of you can't tell me what to do. You're not my daddy. And my own daddy can't really tell me what to do. He can tell me, and I got a better chance of listening to him than most people. But at the end of the day, I'm going to make a decision, right? So I have to acknowledge that, and I have to make sure that I'm being obedient to the Spirit of God, and I'm not allowing my saboteurs to drive me. Okay, so we got to be obedient. The W is we got to be willing. Look, we got to be willing to let God guide our life. We got to be willing to let him order our footsteps. We got to be willing to look at ourselves. We got to be willing to be grateful. We got to be willing to be real. We got to be willing to be obedient, because God is not going to force us. He's not. He's not going to twist your arm. He's not going, he's not. He's going to give you a choice, and he's going to let you choose. The word of God says, if you be willing, you can eat the good of the land. If you be willing, you got to be willing. You got to be willing to hear God. You got to be willing to change. You got to be willing to grow. You got to be willing to see yourself. You got to be willing to do the work. You cannot get to your destiny without doing the work, and none of us are there yet. Because if we were, we'd already be at that place called destiny. If we're not at the place called destiny, we're not there yet. So come off your high horse. We're not there. We're not there. We're not there. Don't get caught up in false pride or false humility. Either one. If it's false, it ain't what? It ain't real. So in order for us to get to our destiny, we have to grow. We have to grow. I didn't even put the W up there. The W and grow. W, willing. You got to be willing. Great morning, Stacy. And we said congratulations earlier. Congratulations to the whole crew. The whole team winning. The whole team winning. Listen, we got to be willing. We got to be willing. And when we're willing, then God can do the work. Listen. Winning is connected to willingness, right? Winning is connected to willingness. Now, if we're not willing, we're going to find ourselves wanting things and never being able to attain them. We're going to find ourselves wanting to get to a place and never quite being able to get there if we're not willing. See, the willingness is the difference between those who do and those who don't. Are you willing? Are you willing? Are you willing? Right? Because even if there's not the physical manifestation today, your willingness will set you up for tomorrow. Are you willing to grow? Are you willing to hear truth? Are you willing to examine self? Are you willing to be grateful? Are you willing to be obedient? Are you willing to win? Listen, I'm going to tell y'all something because, listen, our saboteurs are so tricky. Our saboteurs will set us up so we think we're willing, but when it's time, we won't push through. We think we're willing, but when it's time, we won't face truth. We think we're willing, but when it's time, we won't be obedient. Listen, I'm talking about me. Let me talk about me for a minute because I don't want nobody to think you talking about me. You talking about me. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm saying is our saboteurs will make us think we're willing, but then when push comes to shove, we won't do what we got to do. For me, I'm talking about for me. I'm talking about for me. Me. I'm talking about me. For me. There have been times that I thought, listen, I can't make this up. I thought that I was willing. Really in my mind, I was willing, I was obedient, I was being real. God, I'm grateful. But I was giving myself mixed messages, and the mixed messages canceled each other out, so there was no movement. Anytime you got competing messages going, y'all know what happens, right? Y'all know what happens. There's no forward movement. There's no forward movement. Because the underlying negative thought is the one that is pervasive. And so you can't get to the positive. We have to shift our whole mindset. We have to shift our whole mindset. This month, we got to be willing to die to live. The word of God says, whosoever saves his life loses it. But whosoever loses his life saves it and is able to have eternal life. Listen, in order for any seed to grow, it must first die. No seed grows without dying first. And y'all, let me just be real with you. We're in a dying season where we got to die to self, die to flesh, die to saboteurs. Like this is a dying season so that we can see the growth and the harvest that God desires. But you got to die to you. You got to die to your ego. You got to die to your pride. Got to die to, self-righteousness. Got to die to, anything and everything that interferes with our ability. What you saw the other day when I was snotting and crying and talking about submission and my husband, that was me dying to my pride. That was me dying to my pride. That was me dying to my pride. But can I tell you this? If you're in a place where God has you dying to your pride, dying to your ego, dying to your control, dying to the pleaser, that the pleaser got to go, like all that stuff got to get, no. If you're in that place, know that God is trying to get some stuff to you. He's trying to get some stuff to you. He's trying to get you ready for what he has already prepared for you. But you can't get it if you're not ready, if you're not prepared. If you do, you will mess it up. You'll mess it up. So you just got to know that God is working. Listen, you all, it's the first day of the last day, but the first day of the last month of the Gregorian calendar year. Now, we're at the beginning of the third month, according to the Hebrew calendar. However you view it, the end of the first quarter or the end of the year, things are ending, so new things can begin. I love you. I had to turn my head so I wouldn't hit the hat. All right, baby. So what are you going to do with it? It's up to you. The truth of the matter is God had lots of things waiting for you to grow into it. I want you to think about it like this. I don't know if you all experienced this, but I remember when I was growing up, they would buy things for me that were too big. And you put it on at first and it's all big and you like, it's too big. This don't fit. And they said, you'll grow into it. God has, identity and destiny. That right now, it's too big for you. But if you grow, you'll grow into it. Are you willing? You willing to grow? Look, I love you guys, and I pray this word has blessed you. I pray that it has been a blessing, that you have gotten what you needed from it, and that you would use it so that you can go forward. If the word blessed you and you want to sow a seed, put a seed on it, you can do that at Cash App $DRV Johnson 777. Cash App $DRV Johnson 777. Listen, let's grow. God is waiting on us. I love you guys to life and life more abundant. Have an amazing, incredible, and epic day. Be blessed. Mwah.